Right, welcome back to the channel everyone. Today we're doing a special little video. We've got a lot of requests to do this video and I've wanted to do it for a while because I know when I wanted to do this before we had the boat I didn't know where to look and I had to go on forums and see what people said on there, but there was no videos on it. And yeah, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. Today we're going to show you how to car hop. And pretty much what that is, I'm not sure if that's the official word for it, but that's what we call it. Pretty much, it's like continuous cruising with a car, pretty much. And so what we do is we park our car somewhere, and then we take our boat to the car, or vice versa. You take your boat somewhere and then park your car near that. And yeah, it's hard. It is hard work sometimes. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm that happy about doing it anymore. However, what are you doing? Oh, you're running the video now. But yeah, we needed a car because one, we got family all over the place. Two, we love to go and visit places like, I don't know, Lake District, Snowdonia, Peak Forest, Peak District, all that. We've only really gone to the Peak District, so we haven't even used it then. We planned to get a job as soon as we got on the boat. But one thing led to another and we didn't get a job mainly because of lockdown, and we wanted to get settled on the boat for a few months to see if we could get the channel to a profitable point. It took a bit longer, and then the channel's still not at a profitable point, and although it's getting quite a bit of money, it's not getting much money to live on. So pretty much we needed a car for work because Dad's just got a job and he starts tomorrow, so me and Mum have got to go and get the car, which is about 6 miles away, I think. Oh, she's climbing the tree again. What a psychopath, that cat. So yeah, me and Mum have got to go get the car today. 6 miles. It's been raining the last few days. Hasn't been very nice weather. So yeah, it's not going to be very nice towpath to cycle on. But yeah, we've got to do it because Dad's got to start work. But yeah, we're going to show you today how to car hop. I'm going to show you the easiest method to find car parks and places to park your car along the canals. And it's really simple. I used to do this when I was back in the cottage before we actually moved on to the boat. And all you want to do is search Open Canal Map into Google. And there is an app, but I think online it works better. So yeah, here it is, opencanalmap.uk. I'll put the link in the description for this as well. So click on that. And then you want to click on Google Maps Canal Overlay. Get rid of that ad. And then you have to wait a little while. You've got to have good internet for this as well. And then view the map. And it will take you onto Google Maps on your phone. It will always send you there onto the Rochdale for whatever reason. And all these love hearts you can see here. Let me get rid of my want to goes. All these love hearts you can see are cars. These are actually car parks on the canals, and you can see I've done quite a lot. Not all the canals though, but I've done quite a lot. So here we are, and this will lag out your phone as well. It takes a lot of power. So we're in Ellesmere. Where's Ellesmere again? Ellesmere is here. We're in Ellesmere, right next to Blakemere. So the nearest car park is here, and pretty much how I find this is I can look on satellite. Oh yeah, there's cars parked there, and then I'll click this, click Street View, and then I'll click on the street, and then I'll have a look around and look. Oh, car park. See, don't have to pay. There's no paying display there. So yeah, that's good. That's where we'll take the car back to, and we've left the car down the canal a bit longer. All these love hearts are cars, places to park, and we've left the car at Bridge 1 here. As you can tell, it's a beautiful little car park there, and I love to always double check with Street View just to make sure it isn't private, because you'll see signs sometimes are private. As you can see, this is public. You can park there free. Right on the canal, as you can see, there's one of the swing bridges. I'll show you a few more. Here's another one. Some of them even say car park on them. You're not going to park at all these, but it's best to put on as many as you can. Here's another one. Double check. Beautiful, look at that. Right on the canal. And all you do is just follow this blue line. And every time the road goes near the canal, or the road crosses over the canal, just put on your street view and see. Look, you can park there. Plenty of parking there. So it's that easy. It really is that easy. So yeah, let's go pick up the car from the Prees branch and come back and drop it off here in Ellesmere. Alright, let's do it. So, first things first, do not forget your keys. The trouble with bikes is they take up a lot of room, and in narrowboats you need all the room you can get. So that's why we've got this £70 free bike carrier from Halfords. You ready?
Yeah.
Ah.
Move that bit around the wire.
Yeah.
Got it.
So this is the bike we have. Me and Dad have got one of these Polo Phases, a men bike. I believe frame that is 20 inches, this frame. Mum's got a 17-inch Apollo Phase. Pretty much same bike, but smaller frame. These fit perfect on the bike carriers. Mum's bike is a little bit too small, and you're supposed to get both the clamps underneath here, but you can only get one clamp underneath for Mum because the frame's smaller. But yeah, cheap as chips these are from Halfords. £180. I've had it for, I don't know, I think almost a year. We got it in January, I think. Yeah, build quality. The build quality is terrible, but it does the job. It's a nice and cheap, nasty bike, but yeah, it does the job, as I say. Yeah, probably the cheapest bike you can get from Halfords. At some point when I save up a bit of money, I'm going to probably buy myself a £500 bike, but these are pretty much mountain bikes. Got nice thick tyres at the back, grippy. Saying that, we've got, I don't know, probably about 10 or 11 punctures in the 10 months we've owned these bikes, or 9 months, I'm not sure. Yeah, they are a bit of a nightmare sometimes. But we've got puncture repair kits anyway. Easier. So it goes without saying, make sure you oil your bike regularly, and also always check your tyres. As you see, mine needs a bit of a top up. It's a good idea to take a bike pump with you and some puncture repair kits with you as well. Another really useful thing is a kickstand. I got a little pouch back here that has an inhaler in and some Allen keys and all sorts of other things. Also, make sure your bike is perfect for you, because you don't want to be going along and then, you know, getting a bad back because your handlebars are too low, or you can't quite touch the floor and you feel really uncomfortable. So yeah, make sure it's perfect. So yeah, we're cycling now, and this path's quite alright. It's a nice path. Wouldn't say it's the best path, but I wouldn't say it's the worst, honestly. The worst type of path you can get is grass. This is probably, I don't know, This is probably about in the middle. You get roots, quite bumpy, bit of water there. As you can see, I don't have any mud guards. Mum's got mud guards, but after a bit of rain, you go through one of these puddles, get covered in mud, as you'll see in my legs soon probably. But yeah, we quite enjoy this. Look, it's lovely, absolutely lovely. And yeah, it's quite enjoyable actually, because most people would say, oh god, you have to cycle back, hate cycling. But it's actually quite enjoyable. You get exercise, get to see the scenery, get to swallow flies. Oh god. Yeah, you get to see the scenery again, which is just lovely, along the Llangollen. And yeah, as I say, exercise, and of course use our bows at bridges and blind corners. But yeah, we enjoy it, apart from when it's in the rain or it's really, really muddy. At the moment, it's alright. It's not raining, it's not really muddy, but this is a good towpath. If we find a bad towpath, I'll show you what a bad towpath looks like. But yeah, it keeps us fit, this does. Cycled about probably 500-600 miles this year. And yeah, it's really enjoyable. Most of the time, that is. Also, make sure you take some water with you and stop regularly, because sometimes my heart rate can get up to 150 beats per minute. So this is, it's not the worst type of towpath you can get. You can get worse than this. God, that guy won't stop beeping. That's the guy who tailgated us in one of the vlogs. I don't know when this vlog's coming out, so you may have seen it, but here's the clip. But yeah, this is awful towpath. It's all muddy, grassy, and horrible. But yeah, it's not as worse as you can get. You can get overgrowth, really grassy, really bumpy and muddy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it can be worse than this, but this is pretty bad. You know, it's not like a pavement. Like some canals, you get lovely pavement from A to B. But others you get this. But there is worse, as I say. And if I find worse, I'll show you worse. But this is a little bit worse here. It was, because it's just grass. Get no traction on grass. It's horrible. So yeah, I'm only in third gear at the moment. If I go any higher, I'm going to overwork myself. So probably about 6 miles an hour. When it's some muddy puddles. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is nasty. You don't want to stop when you go through these puddles. Just keep going, otherwise you'll slip off. And that's why I want a mud guard. Got a little bit of mud on me now, but not much. The trouble is, when you're on the canal, you can't just stop and go and look at something. But when you cycle or walk back, you can always go and stop and look at stuff. And this farm here sells eggs.
Eggs? I think they're £2, the guy said. Oh, look at them! Oh, look at them, Will! Oh.
There they are, rocketing along. It's funny because after this we came back onto the towpath, cycled past them again, and as I went by the bow of his boat, he blasted his horn. Wanted me to react, but I just ignored the bugger. Oh dear.
This is us! Jesus Christ!
God, are you right?
No, I just thought
You're a bit used to it by now. So, yeah, you sometimes get low-hanging trees or even fallen trees and overgrowth like this. Oh dear. But luckily we can get around. But yeah, that's another tip. Always check for towpath stoppages as well, because a couple of times, especially for a cutting on the Shropshire Union, the towpath's completely closed because of the landslide, and there was no other way around. But luckily we had someone with a car who was near, otherwise you have to take the road, and that's one thing we don't like doing, taking the road. I'm in England, now I'm in Wales. England, Wales. God, look how high the canal's above us here. Yeah, this is the car, and I've also, for safety reasons, and I definitely recommend getting one of these, is a wheel lock. So it pretty much stops people from, I'll turn on the car a minute so I can steering. Yeah, it pretty much stops people from fully turning the steering wheel. And it's just a basic thing really. And got a key for it, got 3 keys. Bought this off Amazon, so I can't remember how much, but I'll put it in the description. Just unlock it like that. And yeah, it's very strong. We've also got this on the end. Yeah, don't let it do that because it'll lock it in. Yeah, you also got that on the end to break glass with if you're trapped in the car or something. So I just put it down there on the passenger side, and yeah, that's pretty much all the safety we have to stop people stealing the car. Definitely recommend getting some stickers saying this car is tracked or something. As a deterrent, you don't have to get a tracker, but if you really want to go the whole mile and your car's worth quite a bit, get a tracker in it as well. But get some stickers, and they deter people. Often it's the stickers that deter people more than the actual things like this that stop people stealing the car. If you say it's got CCTV in it, or it's got a tracker in it, most of the time they don't want to take the chance. You know, it might be, they might not. Also got a dash cam, but I don't have that on at the moment. That can detect motion sensor as well. So if there's any motion sensor, someone trying to break into the car, that will come on and record. Still need to put that on. But yeah, this is that's pretty much all our safety measures. So here's our car. This is a Mazda 3 2011 model. It's got a 2.2 diesel engine, which is quite efficient actually. It does about 185 horsepower, so it's a pretty powerful little beast, this one. But as you can see, because it is a sport model, it's very low to the ground. In fact, we've gone over some really steep bridges, and we've actually scraped the bottom in this car quite a few times. So this car is obviously a hatchback. The last one we had was an estate with a tow hitch, so we could just attach the bikes on the tow hitch like on the boat. But this one doesn't have a tow hitch, so that means we have to remove both of the wheels to get it in, which doesn't take too long, to be honest. Right, now we set up our Google Maps to the location we want to go back to, where the boat is, and we're on our way. So this has never happened before. This is just our luck. So we come to the car park on top of the tunnel here, and turns out it's full. There's no space. Not so busy about today, but there's literally not a space. The only thing we can do is wait for someone to come back, or we can park further down the canal at Blackwater Marina and move the boat up tonight.
Dad needs a car.
Yeah, Dad needs a car tomorrow. So, I don't know. We'll see. So we drove a couple minutes down the road to a different car park, and then this is very, very rare this happens. There's only one time it's happened to us, so don't get too worried about it. And this is where we would have parked the car, on top of Ellesmere Tunnel. So, finally made it back to the boat. I'm not even sure how long it was, probably 6 miles. Because I was using my phone most of the time, so I couldn't record the cycle ride. It must have been about 5 miles, probably 6 miles. Probably a bit longer actually, I don't know. But yeah, we're finally back. It was like 5 o'clock. We left at about 11, so 6 hours. The reason it took that long is 1, because I was recording. 2, we stopped off for eggs. 3, me and Mum went to a place called Prees to film some extra stuff for a documentary on the Prees branch I'm doing on Llangollen. You might have already seen that, don't know yet. So yeah, usually it would only take us an hour or maybe 2 hours sometimes. It's between an hour and 2 hours really, most of the time. But we won't do anything above 10 miles usually. But normally it's about 5 or 6 miles. But yeah, that's it. It was very enjoyable. We really liked it, but we've got to get off cruising now because we've got to cruise down to there. But yeah, definitely recommend doing it if you are considering car hopping and you need the car. But if you don't need the car, don't do it. It's not worth it. But if you need the car, do it. So yeah, that's pretty much how you car hop. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is totally free, 45% of you aren't subscribed, so yeah, it's quite a lot of you. Check out our Patreon for exclusive footage and early access. I think all the GoPro footage I filmed today, because I'm not going to use all of it will be on there as on a separate little video behind the scenes. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.